light and sound meditation in religion.
The Baha'i Faith. It is an axiomatic fact that while you meditate, you are speaking with your own spirit. In that state of mind, you put certain questions to your spirit, and the spirit answers. The light breaks forth, and the reality is revealed. Paris Talks.
If the faculty of meditation is bathed in the inner light and characterized with divine attributes, the results will be confirmed. Paris Talks.
The meditative faculty is akin to the mirror. If you put it before earthly objects, it will reflect them. Therefore, if the spirit of man is contemplating earthly subjects, he will be informed of these. But if you turn the mirror of your spirit heavenwards, the heavenly constellations and the rays of the sun of reality will be reflected in your hearts, and the virtues of the kingdom will be obtained. Therefore, let us keep this faculty rightly directed, turning it to the heavenly sun and not the earthly objects. Paris Talks.
Buddhism. Ananda, if all your sense organs are rooted out, your inner light will appear. All transient sense data, as well as the changing conditions of the material world, will vanish, like ice melted by boiling water, and you will realize supreme Bodhi instantly. Bodhi means awakening. The Surangama Sutra.
Thereupon Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva rose from his seat, prostrated himself with his head at the feet of the Buddha, and declared, I still remember that long before numbers of aeons countless as the sand grains in the Ganges, a Buddha called Avalokitesvara appeared in the world. When I was with him, I developed the Bodhi mind, and for my entry into Samadhi, I was instructed by him to practice meditation by means of the organ of hearing. Samadhi means the internal state of imperturbability achieved through meditation. Bodhi means awakening. The Surangama Sutra.
At first, by directing the organ of hearing into the stream of meditation, this organ was detached from its object, and by wiping out the concept of both sound and stream entry, both disturbance and stillness became clearly non-existent. This advancing step by step, both hearing and its object ceased completely, but I did not stop where they ended. When the awareness of this state and this state itself were realized as non-existent, both subject and object merged into the void, the awareness of which became all-embracing. With further elimination of the void and its object, both creation and annihilation vanished, giving way to the state of nirvana, which then manifested. Nirvana means the highest paradise. Tathagata means Buddha. The Surangama Sutra.
World-honored one, as I followed and made offerings to the Tathagata Avalokitesvara, he taught me to use my illusory hearing and sublimate it to realize the diamond Vajra Samadhi, which gave me the same power of mercy of all Buddhas and enabled me to transform myself into 32 bodily forms for the purpose of visiting all countries in samsara to convert and liberate living beings. Samsara means cycle of reincarnation. The Surangama Sutra.
These are my 32 transformation bodies in response to the needs of all countries in samsara, achieved by means of the uncreated sovereign power of samadhi, realized in my practice of sublimating the faculty of hearing. World-honored one, I also use this uncreated sovereign power of diamond samadhi, derived from the sublimating hearing, to share with all living beings in the 6 realms, in the 10 directions, the same plea for compassion, and to bestow upon them 14 kinds of fearlessness which emanate from my body and mind. Samsara means cycle of reincarnation. Samadhi means the internal state of imperturbability achieved through meditation. The Surangama Sutra.
when I first realized the hearing mind, which was most profound, the essence of the mind, that is, the Tathagata store, disengaged itself from hearing and could no longer be divided by seeing, hearing, feeling and knowing, and so became one pure and clean, all-pervading, precious Bodhi. Bodhi means awakening. The Surangama Sutra.
Because of my meditation by means of the organ of hearing, which resulted in my disengagement from the sixth sense data, like a sound going through a wall without hindrance, I can, with each appearance and with the aid of each mantra, bestow fearlessness upon suffering beings in countries as countless as dust in the 10 directions, in which I am regarded as the giver of dauntlessness. The Surangama Sutra.
As the Buddha now asks about the best means of perfection, my method, which consists in regulating the organ of hearing so as to quiet the mind for its entry into the stream of meditation, leading to the state of samadhi and attainment of enlightenment, is the best. Samadhi means the internal state of imperturbability achieved through meditation. The Surangama Sutra.
I now submit to the world-honored one that all Buddhas in this world appear to teach the most appropriate method, which consists in using pervasive sound. The state of samadhi can be realized by means of hearing. Thus was Avalokitesvara freed from suffering. Hail to the regarder of sound, who during eons countless as Ganges sand, entered as many Buddha lands to win the power and comfort of his independence, and bestow fearlessness upon all living beings. Samadhi means the internal state of imperturbability achieved through meditation. The Surangama Sutra.
O you who have achieved the sound profound, the seer of sound the purifier, who unfailing as the sound of ocean tides, saves all beings in the world, make them secure, ensure their liberation and attainment of eternity. The Surangama Sutra.
Reverently I declare to the Tathagata what Avalokitesvara said. When one dwells in quietude, rolls of drums from 10 directions simultaneously are heard. So hearing is complete and perfect. The eyes cannot pierce a screen, but neither can mouth nor nose. Body only feels when it is touched. Mind's thoughts are confused and unconnected. But voice, whether near or far, at all times can be heard. The 5 other organs are not perfect, but hearing really is pervasive. Tathagata means Buddha. The Surangama Sutra.
Absence of sound is not the end of hearing, and sound, when present, is not its beginning. The faculty of hearing, beyond creation and annihilation, truly is permanent. Even when isolated thoughts in a dream arise, though the thinking process stops, hearing does not end, for the faculty of hearing is beyond all thought, beyond both mind and body. In this Saha world, teaching is by voice. Living beings who cognize not hearing's nature follow sound to continue transmigrating. Saha means our world of birth and death. The Surangama Sutra.
Listen, Ananda, listen closely. In the name of Buddha, I proclaim the Vajra King of Enlightenment, the inconceivable understanding that illusions are unreal, the true Samadhi that begets all Buddhas. You may hear of esoteric methods, from Buddhas countless as the dust, but if you cannot eradicate desire, to hear much causes errors. To hear your very self, why not turn backward that faculty employed to hear Buddha's words? Hearing is not of itself, but owes its name to sound.